Hello, YouTube. I am Goddess Just Be. And today we're talking about faith. We talk about faith being a frequency. All things are energy, frequency, and vibration. If you've been following me for a while, I'm sure you heard me say that over and over and over and over again. All things are energy, frequency, and vibration. And your faith, too, is a frequency. I often draw on the board the ability for you to see, for those who are visual learners. I draw this. All right. This in its entirety is going to represent a vibration. All things are energy, frequency, and vibration. So this represents in its entirety a vibration. But if you're here, it doesn't matter. If you're here, it doesn't matter. All of these lines, if I were to put a dot on all of these lines, what I'm pointing out with this dot would be a frequency. All things are energy, frequency, and vibration, if you want to understand this realm. In the biblical text, it says, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. All right? My yoke is easy, my burden is light. All things are energy, frequency, and vibration. Hey, Isaac. Hey. All right. And so since faith is going to be a frequency, your faith is going to be a frequency, and your yoke, whether it is easy or hard, right? It's going to be a frequency too. Because all things are energy, frequency, and vibration. And we can really look at the yoke as it pertains to this here as alignment. If your yoke is easy, that means you are in alignment, right? Because all things are energy, frequency, and vibration. So when you are in flow with the divine, that's alignment. When you are operating in faith, when you are operating with faith as a frequency, you're not paying attention to what is. Faith is a frequency. In the biblical text, it tells you in parables when the Christ conscious one was laying hands on the sick and all, your faith has made you whole. In other words, your frequency. You either got it or you don't. You see, you can't fake frequency, chosen one. You either hold the momentum of the frequency or you can't. You wobbling. And if you're wobbling, that means you're double-minded. So that means, hey, I want something, but I'm over here. And the something that I want is over here. So I think I can't have it, then I think I can have it. Then I think I can't have it, then I think I can have it. A double-minded, double mind. A double-minded, double mind. A double-minded person can't receive nothing from God. Because faith is a frequency. I want it, but I don't have it. I don't think it's coming. Well, no, it might come. A double-minded person is unstable with his or her frequency because faith is a frequency and your yoke is supposed to be easy. Your alignment, your ability to stay in alignment with your faith, with whatever it is you're manifesting, is supposed to be easy. You're supposed to be outsmarted them old frequencies by now. You're supposed to be able to just surrender and allow and practice the art of allowing by now. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. You're supposed to be to change your mind. Your subconscious mind is supposed to be renewed after a certain point of consciousness, chosen one. My yoke is easy. My burden is light. My soul My soul, your subconscious mind. Your soul is supposed to be renewed by now, chosen one. Hence, faith is a frequency. And if your subconscious mind has been renewed, then now you're emitting a new frequency. Hence, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Let's make consciousness, chosen one, begin to make sense. If you're broke, chosen one, you're emitting a frequency. If you're not doing well as it pertains to relationships, chosen one, you are emitting a frequency. If your health is not so good, chosen one, you are emitting a frequency. And guess what? Your yoke is supposed to be easy. Your alignment is supposed to be easy. Your burden is supposed to be light. Why yours not light, chosen one? And we could give ourselves all of these excuses as it pertains to why we ain't got no money. Well, I ain't that person. I don't really, money don't mean nothing to me, To justify your frequency and your lack of faith. But your yoke is supposed to be easy. Your alignment to prosperity and abundance is supposed to be easy. Your alignment to healthy relationships, your alignment to health and wellness is supposed to be easy. And your burden is supposed to be light. Chosen one. Now, you can make all of them turn excuses to your reflections, but when you lie to yourself, you really do yourself disservice, because you can't lie about energy, and faith is a frequency. When you lie to yourself, you're accepting that old frequency, you accept it and dapping it off with them frequencies, them entities that's trying to keep you right here. Y'all just dapping it off because you sitting up there lying to yourself about your frequency. You lying to the entities that's trying to trap you on your frequency. But your yoke, your ability to stay in alignment to get to here is supposed to be easy if you have this thing called faith. Now faith. Them substance of things that are hoped for, the evidence of them things that are not seen, that's a frequency. O ye of little faith. My faith has made me whole. Faith equals wholeness. Wholeness equals manifestation. My faith has made me whole. My faith, if I have faith right here, it's supposed to make me whole enough to get to right here, because this is the desired outcome. Why isn't your faith making you whole, chosen one? Faith is a frequency. Faith is a frequency. O ye of little faith. Maybe it's because you spend most of your time complaining about the things that you don't have. Thinking about the things that you don't have, wobbling so much you're on this side, giving more energy to justifying the fact that you're on this side. Maybe it's because there are crickets chirping on this side and there's no energy that's being emitted on this side. But in order to make you whole, your faith, which is a frequency, you bridging the gap, is necessary, chosen one. Why you not whole? Faith equals wholeness. Wholeness equals the bridge that's going to bring you over to your manifestation. All right? O ye of little faith. Are you embodying the thing that you desire, chosen one? Are you wobbling? Are you Peter, sinking on the water because you paying attention to the what isness? You paying so much attention. You think it's time to do. You think it's time to act. No. It's just time to just be. Be the frequency. The manifestation is the result of you bridging this here gap and being faith. A lot of people in the conscious community don't even teach you really faith, real faith. We still on the bamboozled church definition of faith. That really lacks a lot of substance. That's why a lot of people are still in the great sleep and slumber. because they've never been activated to the substance, which is the bridge to bridge them over to the faith. They're not giving the energetic momentum to their faith in order to make themselves be the frequency, be the force. May the force be with you, chosen one. Either the force of the faith of the frequency is with you or it is not. And you know it is not by what you're looking at in your physical reality. At least you just begin to work upon it and you feel that it is within your inner circle. Outside circumstances don't matter, chosen one, because faith is a frequency. You're either emitting the frequency of faith or you're not. Having faith to be a frequency for you requires work. Having faith as a frequency requires work, chosen one. And the beautiful thing about the work is that you would think, outside of doing the work, you would think other people just get miracles, but no, they just embody the frequency and they just did the work. On a conscious journey, a lot of conscious people don't think that they gotta do any work, but this is a game of life, and your controller is your mind, or it's work. It's work. You do have a game that you're playing. Whether you want to participate in the game and be an intentional creator or game player, or play the game by default, that's all on you. It's your game. It's your life. It's your universe that's happening right now, right here, right now. But when you really begin to play the game, it becomes really, really fun. You really, really tap into your power, your love, and your sound mind at the same time. Hey, Divine One, I see you, babe. You really tap into a frequency of faith, of God in physical form, manifesting, creating, just through his mind, not by doing, by being. In the inner circle where I teach esoteric knowledge, I give these lessons as to how. This weekend, we're going to do some practical hands-on things that could relax your nervous system, because the last live I did was about your nervous system. Having bad nerves, everything get on your nerves, is akin to not having faith. Having bad nerves is a frequency too. Maybe it's a little bit over here. Everything is a frequency. So having those bad nerves, how much do you value those bad nerves? More than you value your manifestation, chosen one? Because bad nerves is a frequency. Stay there a little longer and you're going to develop even more bad nerves, more intolerances, more things that just drive you, more people that press your buttons, because that's a frequency. And once you sit on a frequency for a long time, a lot of momentum builds up. And this is why we have people in their mind, when they begin to try to become conscious, it's hard for them to meditate because they've been on a frequency for a long, long time. How long will I suffer with you? Being at that frequency. Faith is a frequency. And not too many people have faith. They got a couple of people out there that be wanting to believe, but I ain't talking about believing. I'm talking about knowing. I'm talking about cannot be moved. I'm talking about the yoke really, really being easy within your person. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. You only get there based upon a frequency. Not by saying that because Pastor said it, because First Lady said it, this and that and third. No, it don't really matter what the people say, because the people outside of you. You only get there when you are emitting a frequency, coming from out of you, as within, so without. You only get there when you can emit the frequency of faith. And so it takes time, it takes work in a conscious community. It takes you talking to yourself sometimes. It takes you talking to those entities, your demons per se, because faith is a frequency. And you have principalities and rulers of darkness that's trying to keep you from that faith frequency. in this game of life. It's hard for these people who lack this thing called faith to get to their desired reality, because they pay attention to what is. They pay attention to the outside circumstances, and it makes them wobble like Peter too often. But if you sit with yourself and you learn the tools like I teach in the inner circle, you can get there. Some people instantly get there because they've been wanting to get there so long. Some people have a little delay, maybe a week or two. Some people have a lot of principalities because that frequency that they was on had them by a chokehold for so many years. It doesn't matter how long, you're really here for the journey, chosen one. You're here for the journey of getting there. It's like getting or buying a new car. Like, for example, you want the car, you're desiring the car, and all this built up momentum in the middle of you wanting it and you getting it. All this in between, that's what you're here for, chosen one. That's the most sturdy thing. You get the car, then a new car smell starts to go away, and then you get used to it, and a couple of years later it's paid off, and then flatline, I think I want another car. So the real precious moment, the rewarding moment for us in manifestation is the get there moment. So you should enjoy that moment, because that moment is bringing you from pain to your purpose or your desire. And in the midst of this here particular moment, you passing up frequencies. You passing up these little frequencies here to get to that faith frequency, to get to that knowing frequency, to get to that part of your journey where your yoke is easy and your burden is light. But there's so many things in this here gap, this little bridge right here that's happening to you. Gifts are emerging from you. Mm-hmm. You're figuring out what you want and what you don't want. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're learning what faith is in the not having of that thing. Because that's what real faith comes from. When you don't have it, you don't see it. When outside look like it ain't even possible. That's where the real frequency of faith really ignites. This is where the making, this little gap that I'm talking about, this is the making of your God self. You learn about your character. You learn, how much have I been cheated on myself? How much have I been neglecting myself? How much do I give up on myself? How much do I not show up for myself? You learn all of this in the wanting to the having stage of any manifestation. You learn all of that. Faith is a frequency. And I'm speaking from somebody who has been on this journey for a long time. So I've set in all of these little frequencies, and I know that I gave up on me before. I have a video on my YouTube that says, don't give up on your manifestation. I did it before. And when I did that, I realized, damn, I just gave up on me. You learn to see yourself in this, because it's all you. Even the manifestation, it's you. You're desiring a part of you that's in you already. Right? So you see yourself cheated on yourself, giving up on yourself, neglecting yourself, not hearing yourself, not seeing yourself, you're not loving yourself. You learn to see these parts of you in this gap. And these parts of you are necessary for you to see, because faith is a frequency. And if you don't see yourself, then you can't have faith within yourself. If you don't love yourself, then you really can't have the faith that you're lovable. If you don't hear yourself, you don't think that the faith that you have for that thing is being heard. Because life is happening through you. Faith is a frequency. This here journey of bridging that gap allows you to see clear as day where you're out of alignment at, where the yoke ain't easy for you, because the yoke is your ability to be in alignment. You see where the yoke ain't easy. And that burden is far from light. It's really heavy. And that's the burden that you've been having on yourself. That's the frequency. You're seeing your frequency, what you've been emitting. And life is set up in this game for you to see that frequency. It's almost, it's like here, this you. Remember, they had a comedian. I don't remember who this was. This kind of nasty, but it came to my mind during this moment. He was smelling his hands. He was talking about smelling a girl or whatever, and he was smelling his hands, and he was like, here, this you right here, this you, right? It's kind of nasty, to say out loud on this here conscious video, but nonetheless, that's what he says. This you. So when trying to bridge this gap, all of that you feel, here, this you. Whatever war going on in this here moment, this in-between moment right here, trying to get to that desire, here. This you. This your frequency. And this is why in the biblical text it says, your prayers come up to me as filthy rags, because it's the frequency that you own, ain't faith. But they're saying biblical text is, he's a sweet smelling savior. You smell so sweet. You smell so delicious, so edible when you in this thing called alignment, right? It's a difference in the frequency. And in all you're getting when you're reading the esoteric knowledge, begin to look at it as if everything that it is teaching you or everything that you're reading is energy, frequency, and vibration, and you go farther that way. All right? Remember, faith is going to make you whole. If your faith ain't making you whole, you ain't going to get that manifestation. If your so-called faith ain't make you whole yet, you ain't gonna get it. But if you know that you have this faith and you know that this faith makes you feel whole about your manifestation, trust and believe your manifestation must come forth. And you could just sit back and be like, look at God. Huh? Look at God. Because God merely just uses us as the vessel for it to get the glory. For it to expand and become greater and greater. We are merely in the mind of God, source energy, infinite intelligence, getting in alignment, making the yoke easy for God to show up in our life. And that is that precious moment that we call miracles. But all that really happened is that your faith, which is a frequency, made you whole. And now you reap the benefit of your manifestation. That's it. That's the only energetic thing that's happening here. All right? It's offering time. For those that are new to me, I am Goddess Just Be. I teach esoteric knowledge every Sunday. And I just want to leave that short video here to show up and to leave something on my YouTube channel today. If you want to donate to my time, my purpose, my passion, my Cash App is Cash App Goddess Just Be. If you want to check out my courses or consultation or products, my website is saltoftheearthpub.org. Hey, Machiavelli, thank you. Hey, Nancy. Cash App Goddess Just Be. Could you tap the screen and share the live so maybe some people in the tail end of this video can see me before I go? Because I'm not doing that long-winded video stuff no more. I don't need to anymore. I found my tribe, my people. They're already in the inner circle. And if you want to join the inner circle, my website is saltoftheearthpub.org. It's going to be the first blue button on my website. I'm eager to see you there one day. If not, that's okay too. All right. Any questions before I get up out of here? Oh, my DMs are off on my social media platform. So if you need to reach me, you have to go to my website and email me from my email on my website. My website is saltoftheearthpub.org. If you're on YouTube, it's going to be in the description of the video. If you're on TikTok, it's going to be in my bio. Any questions before I get up out of here? If not, I'll see you all in the esoteric knowledge on this Sunday as usual. And we're going to be learning some techniques to help deal with this gap in between that nervous system. I want to pour out into these people and and make them fishers of men. I want to pour my passion into the people in my esoteric knowledge group. Do you hear me? I'm pouring into them so that their cup can overflow and that they can be fishers of men. I'm pouring into them now. If you want to be part of it, the link is in my bio. Cash App Goddess Just Be for those that want to donate anything. Hey, Jewel. Hey, Storm. Hey, Miss Being Soul. Listening while packing. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you with your manifestations. Thank you. Very kindly. You're so welcome. Check out my website. Cash App Goddess Just Be. Let me say thank you to those that gave something in the last couple of days. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Cash App Goddess Just Be. Did I say? Thank you, Sal. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Fred. I don't know if I said Jewel, Keith, AMK from the other day. AMK and Jewel also today too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cash App Goddess Just Be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cash App Goddess Just Be. If you want to donate, make sure y'all check out the Inner Circle. They have so many jewels there, gems there, esoteric knowledge that'll really help you in your physical reality. And you're going to be hearing more from it because of the work that I know, the teachings, the breakdown that I'm giving to these people's lives are about to change. Let me bring that back in. These people's lives have already changed. Done. It is done. These people's lives have already changed. Just by the knowing this, just by the digestion of the first month. These people's lives have changed. And in real time, you see it. And this is the thing that church should be doing. Should be doing in the physical reality. Giving you tools to change your life, change your mind. So your soul can receive expansion. All right? It's done. It's already done. All right, let's pray. Let's get up out of here. Kat, hey, thank you, Kat, for being here. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. One last time, take a deep breath in and blow it out. One last thing, be nourished. Be nourished includes sea moss now. Be nourished body wash includes sea moss now. It has sea moss inside of the body wash. If you want to try Be Nourished, it is with sea moss now. The link is in my bio. God, source energy, infinite intelligence, thank you. Thank you for the reminder that faith is a frequency. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder that all things in this realm are energy, frequency, and vibration. Thank you. Thank you, source energy, for being the highest of the high of the frequencies, the most high. Thank you. Thank you, God, infinite intelligence, source energy, for this holy trinity that encompasses us in this realm. Thank you. Thank you for all of us playing the game of life and all of us having our unique universe within our own self. Thank you. Thank you for the I am principle in our universe, the source, the 5D. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We feel so grateful. We feel so thankful for this frequency, for this embodiment, for this knowing, for this conviction, for this this mindfulness, this practice, this remembering who we are, this ascension, this parallel reality that is just unfolded for us to just walk into. Thank you. Thank you for all of these realities existing all at one time, and we can travel into new frequencies when our mind is set, when our mind is elevated, when we increase our current frequency, we can tap into other frequencies. And no. Some will say it's a miracle, but it's just a frequency. Some ain't invited because they don't have the frequency. Some will fall by the wayside because But we are thankful that we were able to figure it out, how to be still and know, because faith is a frequency. Somebody type in the comments frequency. Frequency, frequency, frequency. All things are energy, frequency, and vibration. Frequency, frequency, frequency. Being a chosen one is actually a frequency. Frequency, frequency, frequency. Now you can lie and say your ass is chosen and your ass is still broke. You at a broke frequency. Frequency, frequency, frequency. The frequency of God is a frequency of abundance. Frequency, frequency, frequency. Your health and wellness is a frequency. The biblical text told you about, finally, my brethren, I wish above all things that you prosper, be in good health, even as your soul prosper, because this is a frequency over here on the right side, the God side of the brain frequency. Let's make consciousness make sense. If you broke and you unhealthy and your relationships all crappy, increase your frequency. You want to learn how? Sign up for the Inner Circle, Esoteric Knowledge. saltheearthpub.org, first blue button. I am Goddess Just Be. This video was from my heart to yours. Frequency. Y'all be blessed. Y'all have a good weekend. And see my members on Sunday. Okay, bye. Thank y'all for being here. Hey, Zen. Hey, Angel. Y'all be blessed.